Welcome to the channel. Presented by the Beeline Entertainment, LLC. Enjoy the show.
People, what's good? Yo, check it out. Welcome to the Beeline ENT, LLC. What we got for you? First off, we got the Beeline Web Show on Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, talking a little of everything. Then we got Straight Through the Ropes, STR, baby, Wrestle Talk, where we talk all things pro wrestling. Next up, we got the Show Off Show, that's right, the Beeline ENT Entertainment. And then on Sunday nights, we going live on the line with that group panel discussion. Check us out. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, you name it. Head on over to YouTube and subscribe. Also, pick up some merch. The Beeline ENT LLC. Let's go.
WTW, Wrestle Talk Wednesdays.
Check it out. First at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, we got the Commission Talks, baby. Me, Brian B., Warren Marlowe, the American Prodigy, and of course, your man Dre on Wheels from the 1130 podcast, talking that wrestling. Yeah, join us Wednesdays. And after that, of course, you got STR Nation, baby. Straight Through the Ropes Wrestle Talk. Brian B., Slim, Lay, Ray, that's right. Come join us. Leave your comments, fantasy book, and show the world who you care about in pro wrestling. Wednesday nights, WTW. Let's go.
Everybody should know. Check it out. Your boy Brian B is trying to go live on TikTok, baby. Follow the Beeline ENT. Head on over to my channel. We got a lot of content. I'm doing a lot of stuff, and I'm going to be doing a lot more. Check us out. Follow us, the Beeline ENT LLC. I'll see you there.
2,000 years later.
It's game time. It's game time.
People, check it out. Are you looking for great content? You want to laugh? You want to talk about some serious stuff? Hey, whatever you're looking for, I guarantee you can find it at Opulence Radio, a black-owned radio station with great content. Check out all the shows. Yeah, it's a lot to talk about. Enough for you to enjoy. Check out Opulence Radio at www.opulenceradio.com. Download the app today.
Stacked. You can whisper behind my back. You can show me how the odds are up against me all day long. You can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. My feet have come too far for you.
Get more W. That Gentlest energy drink mix that's going to power you through your gaming, content creation, whatever you're doing, is there for you. Enter that promo code BrianB and get 10% off your order today. Get more W, get more power.
Yes, you are, yes, you are, yes, you are the only one, 'cause there's something special about you.
That's right. It's time to hear the shit again. Yo, it's me, Brian B, and we back at it. It's 5 o'clock. It's a Wednesday, somewhere, right? But listen, I know that I got a lot going on in my intro and stuff like that. Warren going over here putting a long ass intro. Well, I guess I should talk about it, all right? So you gotta watch a little 4-minute intro, then it is what it is. You feel me? Just deal with it, okay? But yo, check it out. It is Wednesday. It is 5 o'clock Eastern time, that is. And we ready to talk some wrestling. And there's been some wrestling happening for us to talk about. We got Mania in 2 weeks. We got people coming back. We got people leaving. We got people in court. We got people in playgrounds. We got people doing mad shit. Diddy getting raided every 5 minutes. He wrestling with his emotions, his fears, in jails, and his ass. I'm talking everything. I don't care. But it's time for the commission talks, baby. We got a full panel, even though we missing our brother Dre, a.k.a. Dre on Wheels. Dre, we love you, bro. Hope to see you back this week, man. But we know you got shit to do, bro. You can't be messing with us all the damn time. Yo, we got commission talks here. Let me make sure I get my life together over here because we got a lot going on. This ain't live in the line. This commission talks. You want to know? Let me show you.
Ladies and Warren Ball, the American Prodigy. Dre on me.
Oh, that was just great night. I love that. The boy just having that in there. Man, WBF.
And Brian B.
I personally feel like Gabe made the right decision by not. I think he gained a ton of acknowledgement from their matches with Gunther, taking him to the limits and them showing that.
Commission talks.
Yeah. Yo. What's good, Rome?
Hey.
Gotta shout you out, Warren.
I thought that thing said private chat, but all right, I guess we got it all in there.
Listen, Warren gonna shout me out in the private chat and act like I'm not gonna bring it to the light and shit.
Hey, bro, I was like, because I'm just sitting, I'm like, damn, I'm looking at this thing, it's like, oh God,
hey, Brandon, he don't know.
I was like, bro, this man gonna make you go home sleep before he get in there.
Cat Williams called it and said all the dark will be brought to the light. So I ain't hiding shit.
All 5 minutes of it. There you go.
Right. Watch 400 minutes. I'll make the whole show promos. I don't give a fuck.
That you will. That you will.
Listen, we all commission. Warren fucking with me early. He should know better, but he doesn't, I guess. All right, so listen, we on commission talks today. Yo, we don't got my man Dre on Wheels here, but of course you got Warren, the American Prodigy, and then you got my man Brandon Janot from the Brandon Janot Show. You know he be on STR rocking with us. Thank you so much, B, for coming in and talking that wrestling with us. Appreciate you. First timer on the commission, bro. It's good.
Yo. Yeah. Appreciate you hitting me up, man. Yeah, let's do it, man.
Definitely talk some shit. And Warren, I know you got a guest as well. Go ahead and introduce my man here.
Yes, man. Straight out of the DCCW, Building Blocks Wrestling Academy. One, the only, this shiny one, the patriarch of the trailer park. Ladies and gentlemen, Jules Bradley. How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing great, man. Thank you guys for having me on. I hope you guys can hear me okay.
Yeah,
and guys,
you're good, bro.
If you see this picture, he does it 90,000 times in his matches. 90,000 times. It's amazing.
Wow.
It's one of the nicest ones.
Was it moonsault?
This guy put me over. I appreciate
it. Listen,
he's the shiny one. That's what it is.
Let me tell you something.
Warren, yeah, that's my
today,
first.
Man. I'm in a good mood today, man. I'm in a great mood. I'm in a great mood today. So, obviously, if nobody knew on my social media, my son is officially Halo free today. So, we're definitely in a good mood today. So,
yeah, that's definitely a reason to celebrate.
That's awesome.
Definitely that.
I gotta say, I like this Brian B guy already talking about making the whole show nothing but promos. I love that. All about a buck, baby.
Brian, this would be your boy right here. This one right here. promo genius over
Talk
here.
some shit right here. I know how to talk some shit. I saw these guys. You listen. I be on TikTok a million times a day. We all know Brian B TikTok. We all know it already. But listen, I saw these guys. Two guys were like powwowing with each other, and they had the most boring fucking promos, man. They're trying to cut a promo on each other. I'm like, yo, listen, man. Aren't y'all supposed to be wrestling fans? How are you so boring? Like, yo, dig into that shit a little bit. I like when the promos when people talk shit. They go deep. But you know what I don't like? This is a good little segue or whatever. These corny promos where people are just trying to do it and they're trying to make it with too much attachment. Let's jump right into Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley to just jump onto it, okay? Monday Night Raw was really good, right? One of the best Monday Night Raws we've ever seen, yo. And just to jump right into it, I'm not gonna even say anything else. Nothing around it. Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley have not really had a match yet. I don't remember any time they've wrestled. I think they might have wrestled like one other time or whatever in WWE. Yeah. And this is like the biggest time and the biggest match that they're, bringing into Mania. I got to be honest with you. Until Monday, I really didn't realize just how much they don't really got nothing to wrestle over. Like their build has really been lackluster. And if you notice, it's even like Rhea said, Becky's having 400 fucking matches around the fact of, versing, one of the hardest matches of her life, they keep saying, even though she fought fucking Ronda Rousey and Charlotte, a couple WrestleManias back, which I thought would be pretty challenging. But then to introduce the fact of her, what do? Here we go. The most easy bullshit. They said her daughter's name. And then she said, well, my dad didn't get to see my daughter. Listen, let's go around the room and just start off with that shit. How do y'all feel about the build to Becky versus Rhea, yo?
Who wants to go first? Go ahead, B. Guys, go.
Yeah, let's go guess first. Go ahead, B.
I take it. The women builds have sucked the last couple of years. Let's be real. This shit has never been good. I mean, the Sasha Bianca shit sucked. I mean, Charlotte and Rhea sucked last year. The shit was trash. But the match is always good. So I don't really give too much of a fuck about the build because the match is going to be good. I don't really look at the builds and say this is going to be great. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, shit, the Bayley and Io ain't really that fucking great. And they got more of a storyline than any fucking body. So it just like, I just feel like the builds for the women's WrestleMania suck. Bianca and Asuka last year didn't fucking make sense. They was just
that was horrible.
It felt like it just was only fucking death.
Hold on. For you to even think they were going to make a promo build out of those two, not even going to be the case.
That shit was horrible.
I feel like they're still trying to figure out how to make the women WrestleMania builds because they suck at it. It's not particularly great. So I'm not really that fucking shocked that this build has sucked. I mean, Monday was okay, I guess, because of how good the Raw was. They kind of was thrust into like the build is great. No, the fuck it isn't. It still sucks. It's not great.
No, that shit is horrible.
But the match is going to be fucking fantastic. So that's why I'm kind of like, I don't really give a fuck that the build sucks. It's just because the matches are great. Like the Charlotte and Ronda Rousey fucking build sucked. Like every fucking build sucks. Like it's not good. The match is what matters to me when it comes to that. So
okay,
yeah,
especially women.
The promos.
That's interesting. That's interesting. But I'll tell you right now, the build is everything for me. I like
women have always had trouble with builds when it comes to promo builds.
I like that promotion, bro.
The promo builds suck for the women.
I will say their main event build was good. When they did the cop thing, they blew the cop door windows and shit like that. It looked real.
If that doesn't happen, if the cops don't get involved and all that shit, what the fuck was the point of the match? Like you should have just let Becky fight fucking Rhea by herself. She didn't need Charlotte. What the fuck was the point of Charlotte being in the match? It didn't make sense.
Charlotte got to be a part of that shit, man.
It didn't make fucking
if she was healthy now, she'd probably try to jump in that shit.
One of the best fucking performers on the women's roster.
That don't mean she got to be a part of everything. That don't mean she got to be a part.
She had to be in the main event. I think she definitely deserved to be in the first ever women's main event.
She could have had a match, but it took away from the other women on the fucking roster. It just showed you, like, it highlighted how bad the women were on that roster.
Yeah, because and Charlotte, that is you do bring up a good point because Charlotte does insert herself into when she came back from injury, she jumped right back in the title picture.
She won the title. I think like the first.
That's what fucking Ronda Rousey was just talking about and shit. That was one of the things she was talking about. And I'm not a Ronda fan at all. And I'm gonna talk about that shit today too.
Oh,
All right, let's get Jules. Jules, what you think of the build on Raw, bro?
Honestly, you guys got probably one of the worst people on here to talk about anything to do with the Fed. I haven't watched in quite a while. I don't like any of the storylines they do. I don't think any of the promos that any of them cut are believable. The wrestling could be all right here and there. I think the matchup there is great. I agree with you guys that Charlotte does, and I'm a huge Charlotte mark. I'll admit it right on here, but I don't think she belongs in every match or belongs shoehorned into anything. I mean, but that's just the nature of putting asses in seats. At the end of the day, that's what they're trying to do. So, you got to think back to like 80s style.
Part, right?
You got to think back to 80s style wrestling, man. At the end of the day, right now, what are the fans focusing on? When you look at social media, what do the fans pay attention to more than anything? It's attendance, right? It's asses and seats. And how do you do that? Well, you put the biggest names you can on all the matches. You fill your marquee with the biggest stars.
So you're saying, so Jules, you're saying that the fans are actually paying attention to how many people are at the arena when we're watching?
Have you not noticed when you go online? That's all the fans want to talk about is
no. I definitely haven't noticed that.
Are in the seats. Oh, okay.
You know. When I do notice it, I notice it when there's fucking a ridiculous amount of not fans in the seat for sure. But as far as just like regular, events and stuff like that, I definitely don't think people are like, oh, well, fuck the ring and everything in it and everything around it. Who's sitting in the thing? I never noticed that.
Oh no, I agree.
I mean, on a smaller scale, if you go to any kind of indie show, if you've ever noticed, I mean, even on the smaller independent circuit. The crowds at the shows that have a larger name on the marquee are much bigger than, say a show of nothing but local guys. It's just the way of nature of the business. You know what I mean? And I think that's something they're very aware of for sure. Because
you're a draw.
I still don't understand.
It's a corporate decision to look good. They don't care how the match is going to turn out. They don't care how the promos look. They just want to,
the product.
Yeah,
but how do we win in that? How do we, the people who are watching the actual product, win in that? If we just have to focus on the business side, like we're in the boardroom with them.
I mean, they act like it on X, they act like it on TikTok, they act like it on YouTube, they act like it on everything else. They act like they know this business.
Give credit where credit's due. Give support where support's due. If you see something you like that they're doing that, goes against the grain of what they're trying to push, I mean, not to harp on the old yes movement or anything like that, but the fans have done it before. So anytime something goes against the grain doesn't necessarily mean that it's a bad thing for business. And sometimes they just need help seeing that. But also there's plenty of other options out there, AEW is for people who hate it, whatever. There's NWA. For people who hate it, there's still New Japan Pro Wrestling. For people who hate it, there's still AAA in Mexico. So, I mean, there's plenty of options out there for tons of wrestling. I feel like people give too much credit. Like I said, you got the wrong guy on here. People give too much credit to the Fed. I'm not much of a Fed guy. So.
What's Fed? What's Fed?
Sub Federation. It's a short term for the big federation, WWE.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That was what they were calling it way back in the day, WWF. Yeah.
It's also what we call the evil government. The Feds.
That's more of what I was trying to get to. I figured it was like some kind of insider term or some shit like that.
I knew Jules would have fun today. I knew he would.
Listen, I didn't know, so I know you got your inside shit, but listen, I'm gonna call him on it because I don't really agree with everything he's saying right now, but I can understand what he's saying. I don't agree with it.
Well,
I don't think that Go ahead,
I don't necessarily, like I said, I don't necessarily agree with how they do it or what why they do it. I just recognize that that's what they're doing. You know what I mean? That's a big part of why I'm not a fan. I don't think
just caring about like the people who are on the ticket because of who they are, and that's why booking Charlotte in every single match or having Ronda Rousey come over and go over the fucking person who's been there busting their ass, like shit like that. You mean?
I mean, if they're a draw, they're a draw, bro. That's how they're looking at the business standpoint. It's based off your name.
To the old 80s and think back to the old 80s and early days of like the Hulkamania era and that whole spiel.
Yeah, for sure.
Where,
yeah.
you know,
If you're just stating like the obvious, I definitely agree with you. And for a second, I thought you were trying to say like that's the way it should be or some shit. And I was like, no,
No.
no,
no,
fuck that. Because
not at all.
yeah,
No, I'm a huge fan of
I get you now.
independent such. I'm a huge fan of independent creatives. I love stuff like if I could give shout outs on here to stuff I have no part of and not affiliated with it at all, but I think are super cool. Kill City Cup. If you guys get a chance, go on YouTube and look up. There's an hour-long wrestling.
So I can tell you
production
haven't
called
listened
Kill
to the
City
recent
Cup.
episode I did with April Hunter because he promoted that completely on the show.
Oh, I'm so
That's the
sorry.
one
No,
that did the
yeah.
film.
So I was just saying, I'm a huge fan of creative products such as that.
It's gonna be one worse
You know,
things.
another good example that I think people will know more of is Lucha Underground and how high-end production their backstage was. You know, everything was a story, even the business side of it. So, and that's a huge shout out to what Japan was doing in the 80s and what WCW copied in the 90s. And made wrestling quote unquote real by giving you the inside to the business, even though that was probably the biggest part of the work.
Yeah. Yep.
So
what up, Shiz?
Yeah, no, and the Fed doesn't operate like that at all.
Let me say this. Let me say this real quick. Y'all some fucking buzzkills right now. I'll be honest with you. I don't know why, but it's whole room just fucking fell flat. All right, hold on. I think Dre is coming here.
I'll be in Philly WrestleMania week. I'll be at a show April 3rd up there in Gloucester City, New Jersey, at Pro Wrestling R presents Do It Again. If you want to come see some real wrestling and some real, you know, how wrestling's supposed to be done, come watch the Patriarch of the Trailer Park do it live in action.
Oh, you cutting promos. That's why you trying to be creative. Okay, I got
Bro, he cuts promos all day. It does. It's like
Warren.
his
Hey,
organic
Warren,
thing.
congratulations on bringing somebody on to I know we were cutting an interview here. I thought we were talking wrestling. Okay, well,
No.
I have my shit different than I. See, I call shit. I'll call it. Like I said, bring the dark to light. I don't fuck around.
That's gonna be the
Well,
segment.
I'm the shiny one. I'm the brightest one in the darkness. So
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
I think
Floating in the air in your picture there. We can't see you. I don't know why we can't see you right now.
Yeah, but I think what the conversation is,
you gotta re-dye the mullet, man.
I think what the conversation is like casual fans versus real fans, which is always the conversation when it comes to wrestling. WWE does shit for casuals. That is pretty obvious. We know they do shit just for the money. We are very aware of that. But I think also when it comes to the in-ring shit, I think there are some real wrestlers. Like Ricochet had an incredible match on Monday night.
Ricochet is fucking phenomenal.
That shit was incredible. Like
Dude was super athletic. I'll give it.
I like how
know,
they're reestablishing him too. I love it.
I will give all the talent on there, you know, credit where credit's due. They didn't get there by not being incredible people and incredible talents. But you know, it's just
but
it's the same.
It's hard to separate the business. It's hard to separate the business from the actual action that's going on, and I think that's what a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, it's sad to see people like it's sad to see people like Ricochet not get the pushes they deserve when they're such phenomenal athletes. You know, if you want to talk about even the
being a phenomenal athlete is not the only part of being a wrestler, though.
But that's the thing.
Somebody can flip and do everything in the ring, but you want to know something? Ricochet hasn't cut a legitimate promo almost since he's been there.
Oh, he's touching promos. But
be real.
Did I say athlete?
But I feel like where the
Did I say
situation
athlete?
is right
I'm
now.
sorry.
Yeah, I think you did.
Yeah.
What's up, Devin?
That's my mistake. I meant to say
what up,
talent.
Devin?
Yeah, but what I feel like what it is like I think also he said he doesn't watch WWE, so he doesn't probably know that Triple H is taking over. So he doesn't know that.
Well, he knows. you will be fed. You know these stuff regardless.
You trying to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we're in a tag match right now. Let's tag each other in. And you know why? Because there's another thing I'm starting to notice about when I talk to indie wrestlers and stuff like that. Like, you guys are in the business. Even when we talk to Warren, sometimes like we have conversations on here and have and Warren has like a different mentality than us as just like people watching. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like you guys are in the ring, so you have a different kind of perspective, and it's like. It's understandable. Like you guys are fucking doing the product, so you're watching things we're not watching the same way, and there are some similarities in the things that we're watching together as well. But like you're saying now, Like, you know, I definitely never agree with the conversation of, oh, WWE, just because they're the biggest, baddest shit, they don't do this, they don't do that. I think it's because the fact they are the biggest, baddest shit, they can't do everything like, you know, some of the single promotions can do. They can't take risks and luxuries like how somebody who's fucking, you know, working a high school arena every week does. You know what I mean? So it's
For
like,
sure.
you got to take the
Well, they've
concept
already had that
together.
name for so long too, so it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
can you
And I
really
mean,
go
and
back?
to bring it
Publicly
back
traded
to the
company,
original
like,
question, how do I feel about the build up? I you know, again, I was just trying to short answer without doing it, but I ended up doing it anyways. You know, it's just hard for me to be encapsulated by anything that anyone there does, because you know, they don't believe in those characters. That's not who they are. They get there, they get handed someone else, and so it's harder for them to cut promos. Some of them aren't that good at cutting promos. Becky Lynch can try all she wants. She's not that good at cutting promos. She's not believable. You know, there's a sense of believability that has to come with your storylines, if that's what we want to call them. And I mean, you know, if at the end of the day, if it takes somebody talking crap about your kid to start a match, then really take that into consideration. You know, like that person said something about your kid. Make that believable.
That sucks, bro. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I agree with you.
I'd be across that ring popping the shit out of people. Like, you know, and I've seen the video going around of the punch. The punch seen around the world this morning.
She rocked Dominic on. That was some
He
real
got Dom. He got Dom.
Shout out to
You can
Dom
tell
on
he
that.
tried to pull back, but he took full
He took it though. He took it though.
He flinched, but he took it. Yeah, big shout out to Dom. I can only imagine the giggle she let out in the back
when she punched him.
I can only imagine the giggle that she let out in the back whenever he told her beforehand to make sure she lays her shit in. I can only imagine the giggles she let out.
He almost looked like he knew it was coming, but yeah, that shit was crazy.
She came from Miami to Atlanta with that thing.
McGregor on that one.
Yeah.
But no, so I do want to go back a little bit what Brandon said. It's not just WWE that runs that wrestling like that. Every wrestling company runs stuff like that. Jules will be a very big advocate when I say this. We do speak on, you know, being in the ring and stuff like that, but you also look at it as, say, like me and Jules, we could draw a crowd in our town, we're travel, whatever. But if you get these guys, say like a Matt Cardona or something like that, guess who's taking your spot on that card that night?
Oh yeah.
So it's not just WWE that runs the wrestling what it is. It's based off of who's putting asses to the seat. It's always been like that. It doesn't matter what brand, what company, anything.
Traveling all around the United States because of that very
You
reason.
are,
You know,
and I'm very
when you
proud
put
of you
asses
on that.
in seats, and when you are a draw, that's what happens. You get the bookings, you get the card spots, you get the push.
You can't
know?
stay
So-
comfort. And I think that's the biggest thing with Becky. Becky's character, that man character was a cool thing at that time.
It was
You have to think of it as branding. Every character in there is a brand, just like Nike or Adidas or anything else like that. And the kids want the coolest brand, you know?
For sure. Yeah, I think that's why another thing we talk, I mean, this is a regular conversation on the commission. Like, we talk about this all the time about how you still have to establish yourself. Like, you can't just go in there thinking that, oh, this is just the one thing I do. Like, you know, another good people that I'll give you know, good for this conversation is the Good Brothers. You know, AJ Styles and them tried to come in there and recreate really, really fucking watered down Bullet Club kind of thing or whatever. And it never took off. And it never took off because it wasn't the fucking place for it. It wasn't being done right. It was trying to be conformed from something else when it was something that was much greater. And nobody believed that shit. At the same time, I don't know how many pitches get sold, you know, to the people in the back or the writers and stuff like that for these people to do things. But that is part of their job, establishing fucking storylines and creative, you know, roles that gives people the ability to be seen more. So if you do have Ricochet in a big story angle and it's something that's very engaging, I don't give a fuck who you are, like, you're still going to be able to work it. Now, there are people who have more charisma, there are people that have more athleticism, there are people who are more interesting to see, but all of it goes together. It's a well-oiled machine. If you a motherfucker who can't cut a promo no matter what happens, then you're going to get lost in the shuffle. There's no way that you can, even if you're the best, most phenomenal motherfucker in the planet. If being on TV and having motherfuckers watch you, I fully agree with that shit. But I mean, I don't think maybe that is one of the problems. Hey, listen, it's Charlotte, it's Brock Lesnar, it's fucking Goldberg. Okay, get them on there. Don't matter how fucking shitty or stupid the situation is. Give them the belt. Do all of that shit. Same shit with the Fiend.
Well, again,
shit.
and that was
Bray Wyatt Fiend with Goldberg. That was enough said right there.
That's that's why she's shoehorned in. But who do you guys got in that match? Who?
I want Rhea because I'm tired of seeing.
I think Rhea's doing. I think this is Becky's. I think this is almost that time. I think Becky's time is running, and I think this is probably her last
seeing Becky, yo.
Big. I think this is her last time with the title picture, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot more people. There's a lot more people that's in there right now that I think are more deserving right now of these positions, yo. Becky Lynch has been
Rhea dominate. I think it's going to be a whole different Rhea. I think this.
I hope so. I hope so, man. I definitely hope. I hope this shit comes out.
Becky's face is in her booty.
I think Rhea's going to win a match clearly because Becky's just not going to be able to take the title from. Rhea's only had Triple H wants Rhea to be the champion for a minute. That shit ain't changing no time. So she's gonna be Roman Reigns. I don't think people understand. She's about to be Roman for the women.
I ain't trying to see this fucking long ass 50-year title reign shit no more, man. I kind of want that shit to go out the window.
It's about to be Rhea about to have a long ass title reign. I don't think people understand that because who the fuck is gonna beat her?
If Raquel wasn't in her standpoint, I think they were really gonna build Raquel after Mania. So who knows what's gonna happen.
That would be ass. I don't think she was ever in position to be like kind of close. She's not good at the mic.
I mean, Raquel did beat her. Raquel did beat her in NXT and take the belt.
That's what I'm saying. Based off of the NXT stuff,
that'd be ass to me.
But I don't see anybody that maybe if you move somebody to Raw because outside of like Bianca. You really don't have anybody that can go up against Rhea after WrestleMania like that. Nia, but she just beat Nia. So it like who the fuck fights her?
Probably.
Bianca.
So out of that match, I would like to look at it from in the ring perspective, like you said earlier a little bit. So if it takes, let's not sleep on the fact that this is Rhea and Charlotte's third meeting, fourth meeting, something like that now. They have a history. They have a rivalry going back.
She's probably
all the way.
The injured list.
Yeah. So if it takes shoehorning, really at the end of the day, you got to wonder who does that really mean got shoehorned into this? Was Charlotte added last minute, or was she really supposed to be on the marquee? Becky got thrown in there, and then Charlotte ended up being able to make it, and now we have a triple threat. The story is that Becky's kid,
a week before Mania,
it took mouthing off and this, that, and the other to get Becky even involved in this situation. So she's in her head, she's in her feelings, she's not going to be paying attention. She's obviously not going to do anything. And as I said earlier, as a huge Charlotte fan, obviously the Queen's going to take it home.
Even if she ain't in the match right now, she's still going to take it home. I love it. I love it. Great point of view, buddy.
I've seen Charlotte.
I do see Charlotte coming back after the end of Mania.
Charlotte just out of no fucking well just get a title match.
But the thing is, it won't make sense because they just had Charlotte and Becky reunite a match. They just were reunited, so I don't know.
This is what I was saying before. We're having this conversation about 3 fucking people. There's a whole locker room full of motherfuckers, and because they don't fill seats, we shouldn't worry about them, right? That's like the terminology or the thought process we should have. But isn't the fucking goal to build characters so they can fill seats, and then won't have to worry about having one fucking person to see every fucking match? I don't want to see Becky, even Bayley barely. And I fucking love Bayley. But I don't want to see her in every fucking match, bro. I
can't believe you would say that. I can't believe.
I'm just saying.
Bailey, what the fuck is going on?
That's the TikTok talking. That's him watching TikTok all the time. He's like, Bailey, I don't want to see Bailey now.
Nah, not no match. Like every 5 minutes, man.
TikTok maybe once every other hour.
I'm looking at
You
Tiffany
might like
Stratton.
wrestling a little bit more than that.
I'm looking at Tiffany. I'm looking at Tiffany Stratton. I'm looking at fucking
Tiffany is going to be a.
I'm saying there's some people up in there that
But
can
she's on
start making noise, yo.
I think
She's on SmackDown.
I think
She's
by
not on Raw though.
I would
That's the
say
only
by
thing.
SummerSlam, Tiffany is going to be Bailey to get the title.
But what other girls are there on Raw that really?
And that's the thing. Like Raw
star
doesn't
power
have
like
anybody.
Yeah, you got Nia.
So
you got-
Charlotte must be coming back to go to Raw.
That's it.
That's the only way it makes sense because her husband on Raw. So that's the only way it makes sense. But even in that sense, Rhea should
You don't
be
think they're
on
gonna switch it up at the Mania? They
I'm
usually always
already
do
on
do the thing.
I do. I
don't
think Mania is going to have some wild cards for sure. That's the whole.
Yeah.
It's Mania.
I think there's gonna be some women that's gonna be debuting on Raw after WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually
I mean,
is.
there's a
There's no
lot of
idea.
girls on NXT right now that are
Yeah, like
cooking.
Roxy Perez.
Cooking.
Like,
I mean, to bring it back to talents like Tiffany Stratton and stuff, or even Bianca Belair, who has gotten pushes, but been kind of sidelined here and there. You talk about when we were talking about butts and seats, the chance that she got when she made her debut in that freaking chamber. She's supposed to be a heel, but everyone's cheering for. They have to pipe in the boos, as they say, over the fans cheering for her. So that just goes to show how how dirty and
protect the
seedy
character.
and weird it gets sometimes when it comes to putting butts in seats matters, but like you just kind of pointed out, it's kind of who they groom and who they want there at the end of the day too. Lineage
It was a
has
lot
to
more
do
like
with
that. I don't know how much it is now
too.
since it has changed. But it's I'm pretty sure it's still going to be like the people that they want to see more. People who are selling merchandise, and yeah, that, of course those factors all factor in. But at the same time, you do have to understand like seeing the same fucking people over and over again. There's no way that your product is going to be able to run
something I've
fluidly.
noticed is that and this is because I grew up as a bad kid spending all the time, so I had to watch a lot of soap operas with my mom. Wrestling imitates soap operas a lot, and especially the Fed. And when it comes to like the star power that they push the most, if you notice, it's people with lineages. It's it's people who have fathers and mothers and grandfathers and stuff. And it's not even because those people have any more pull or push than anyone else. It's because those are the storylines that people have gravitated towards over the years, and the ones that people can follow the easiest. So if you get into wrestling, even nowadays in 2024, you see your pop watching wrestling at the Easter dinner, and you're like, yo, what's this? He can explain to you who the guy is on TV because he watched that guy. He watched that guy's granddad when he was a kid.
Oh yeah.
So at the end of the day, it's all about marketability too. Like it's a combination of the two.
Yep, definitely is.
Bro, I'm still trying to figure this out. What other woman is there on Raw?
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no other woman.
You got Nia, Becky.
There's Nia. That's it. Nia, Liv. Okay, my bad. Liv is probably gonna be doing something as well.
Which is stupid. I don't make sense. They don't make no fucking
Shayna.
sense.
Let's be real.
Shayna.
You got Shayna.
But they
I
got-
thought Shayna was on SmackDown.
Shayna got to be built
I
back.
thought she was on Raw.
No, Shayna on Raw. Shayna on Raw.
Shayna and Zoe are on Raw. Okay,
Zoe-
Yeah,
Zoe's
they're
on
tag
Raw
team.
too.
They're doing the tag team thing.
But that's the thing. Like, they got to build Shayna. I've been saying
Chelsea Green,
Chelsea
Piper
Green.
Niven. There's a
Piper.
lot of fucking women on Raw.
Okay,
You just gotta do
now
something.
we're
Chelsea
starting to
Green's
put a little
another one.
buzz like that.
Chelsea Green's another one.
I'm a
I will
huge
tell you
women's
this,
wrestling fan.
Yeah,
Because
I
I
would
feel
love
like
to
they felt
see
like
Fallon
they
come
felt like they had so much to prove for so long, that they've pulled out all the stops. They train hard. It's that old adage of anything you can do, I can do better. Kind of
a little more
mentality.
grit. Yeah, a little
Um,
grit with them.
Yeah, and so I'm honestly way more. One of my favorite forms of wrestling right now is Joshi wrestling. Them girls are wild. They be knocking each other's teeth out. It's crazy.
I haven't even seen that before, so damn.
So that's where Asuka and some of those girls come from. Is
Io,
I didn't know that's what it was called. Okay,
Underground
yeah.
and Independence.
Yeah, Kyrie too. Yeah, I remember I
Yeah.
saw that match with fucking Io Sky and Pentagon Phoenix in Lucha Underground. That shit,
Yes.
bruh, them motherfuckers is going crazy, yo.
Yes.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot. I mean, there's definitely a lot of I think there's definitely a lot of talent, yo. But it's like
Chelsea Green, if they can. Let
I wish
her
they would
really
fucking rock
roll
with her a little
something.
bit,
I
man.
think
Yeah.
I think she's doing well, but I think they really are going to start pushing her in Mania because she's getting a lot of network, a lot of noise, everything. If they keep that gimmick that she has right now, put it like kind of like that Miz nostalgia like she has. I really think after Mania, you're gonna hear a lot about her soon.
I don't want her to fall into the female Miz category. That shit would be so.
I'm talking about when he was like the most hated that year.
Like 2011 when he won a title.
I'm thinking that type of Miz.
Top Miz, Intercontinental Champion Miz Taraj Miz.
WWE Championship Miz.
You talking about when he beat Randy
He
Orton?
was better as the IC champion though, man.
He was great as the IC champion. I won't even lie on
IC
that.
champion.
But when he was that WWE champion, bro, he's not lying. He was the most hated that year.
Yeah,
he really fucking was.
Nobody liked him. So, I mean, if you really do something with Chelsea on that scenario, yes. But obviously, I do think something's going to rise with Liv. I totally forgot. I thought Liv was on SmackDown, but Liv is on Raw.
Yeah.
She's got her little revenge tour. Lord only knows what she's going to do.
I feel like Liv need to turn heel. Like,
and plus, Alexa
I think
Bliss
she's on the way.
Be popping in.
I think she's on the way.
Alexa Bliss too. Like
if she pops in, I'm saying this now. Bray's brother is gonna be with her.
They don't date no more, do they? I don't think they're with each other.
Not date. No, she married. But Bray's brother.
You said Liv is married?
No, not Liv. I was talking about Alexa.
Alexa.
I said if Alexa comes back, Bray's brother is going to be with her.
I do believe something. I think they're going to be a pair.
I would love that.
Still.
Alexa said she's training.
Crazy.
She started to train again. She just posted that.
Yeah.
So she's coming back. So I don't know. Alexa Bliss was another unbelievable character. Like she's just so fucking small, bro. Like even Roxanne Perez, like she's dope, but she's tiny as shit. Like it's hard to believe. Like her up against Rhea. It's like fucking.
Rhea is small. What the fuck you talking about?
She ain't small. Not as. I mean, Alexa Bliss and fucking Roxanne Perez are like 5 feet tall, just like Kairi Sane. Kairi Sane she's like fucking 4'11". Like this girl's a super tiny, man.
It don't matter. They
not
still
believable.
Tinier those kicks.
Nah, fuck that shit. Brandon, you ain't never gonna make me believe that bullshit. If I see Rey Mysterio going up against Big Show, get the fuck out of here.
That shit was stupid.
Be the fastest nigga in the planet.
That was the dumbest time and period in life. Like, why the fuck do you put Rey Mysterio and Big Show in a stretcher match? Who the fuck you think on?
Yeah,
they just put him in there already. Like started the match in the stretcher. For real, yo. Mara said, didn't they already have what? Didn't they have a video?
He's talking about Wyndham and Alexa Bliss.
Oh, I saw Bo. I don't know. I didn't see him.
Oh, Bo.
Bo Dallas.
Bo Dallas.
I didn't say Wyndham.
Yeah, it would be nice to see Bo Dallas come back and do something with his brother's shit. I mean, I'm saying that mostly because I don't want to not think that I ain't gonna get like some great Bray Wyatt shit back on the TV because.
I mean, Alexa was really repolished when she did the Bray Wyatt thing. I'm not even gonna lie. That was interesting as hell.
His own thing that he did on the Indies when he disappeared for a while. I don't know how much you guys followed whenever he went on to the Indies and was fired there for a little bit, but he was doing some of the creepy stuff even before Bray came out with the Fiend.
He was doing that on the Indies, and that's what
people didn't even realize what one or the other was. They were trying to decipher who was who and what was what, and but yeah, I mean, shout out to the reference you made, a Wyndham reference. But yeah, that's totally credible. I could definitely see that happening, and that would be awesome.
It would be awesome. For real.
Look at Jason's comment.
Laid out. Listen, I'm not saying that laying out like a bigger. Just because you're bigger, I don't mean you
kicking
can't
him in
lay
the
out
balls.
somebody.
And the balls, Mahoney over there.
Yeah, I wanted to point out too, as a smaller talent, I've had to take on much bigger guys, and without pulling the curtain back too much, that's kind of what this is all about.
Matches,
at the end of the day, we're trying to make it a point to be separate from all the other options you have out there. And one of the things about professional wrestling is that there are no weight classes, there are no separate fighting styles. So to me, growing up in that era specifically too, I loved watching Rey Mysterio fight the Big Show. That blows my mind that you guys didn't like that. That's news to me. I thought that.
I'm telling you, it's believable matches. Those are the fun
fake ass shit.
Those are the fun matches.
I'll never believe it in my life.
It makes the audience captivate and go, man, maybe this could be maybe. And then when he does the kick, and then when Big Show falls, like that fall is going to make that impact. It's like, oh my God, he made him fall. Like how that happened? Like what? What happened? Like it's just that believability. I get that
Those
now.
guys got
This
bad
era,
knees,
but
man.
it's still, you gotta work it. You gotta work it though.
Oh, listen, bro. I grew up watching Royce Gracie fucking, wrestle some of the biggest motherfuckers on the planet and choke them the fuck out. So I mean, I'm not saying it can't happen. I'm just saying I'm not trying to see fucking Alexa Bliss going up against Rhea Ripley and thinking on some real shit like, oh yeah, she gonna take her and fucking.
But what if she summons the power of Sister Abigail, brother?
Listen, fuck that Sister Abigail shit. She was.
See,
no,
I ain't with it, yo.
What do you want from your wrestling? See, I think the problem comes is that you're just jaded, man. What happened? What happened in wrestling that made you a jaded fan?
Me? I'm jaded? I'm usually like one of those open motherfuckers on here. Listen, this is what I like about wrestling. Like I said before, I like the storytelling aspect because the storytelling aspect at the end of the day, it builds all. If Alexa Bliss came back and she came back on some dark shit, I'll give you a fucking story for it even. She came back on some dark shit. We ain't seen Alexa in a long ass time. All of a sudden, Rhea's got the champion for five fucking years, like Brandon said. And then all of a sudden, Alexa, the fucking lights go out on Rhea's last match on the pay-per-view. And you're like, what the fuck is going on? And all of a sudden, you just see eyes on the fucking screen. It's just weird. It's just black and his eyes open. And then Rhea's looking like, what the fuck is happening? And all of a sudden, the lights come back on.
She got the Mountain Dew makeup.
And listen, Mountain Dew, all that shit. And then Alexa Bliss is standing in the fucking ring, and then she just grabs her ankles and chokes her the fuck out in the middle of the ring. That shit would be phenomenal. And I'd watch the pay-per-view. I'd be down for
so entire of this man right now.
It would have to be fucking
so that return's gonna be sponsored by
though.
Mountain Dew. Is that what we're going with?
If you just had them having a scare off in the middle of the fucking ring, I wouldn't believe it at all.
Bro, Brian was bragging. I know this is off topic, but Brian was talking about that fucking Mountain Dew Pitch Black. I was trying to find this stuff. All I could find was the stupid energy drink of it. And it was good, but I was just like, damn, bro. Like, what's the purpose of, the whole Pitch Black nostalgia? Because everybody was looking for that Mountain Dew Pitch Black because of that match with Bray Wyatt. Every single person was advertising off of that Mountain Dew. So
speaking of that, let's jump into this topic right here. Yo, how do y'all feel as two wrestlers too? How do y'all feel about the sponsors going into the ring now?
About time.
Really?
It's about time.
So you want to see that big ass Prime bottle sitting in the middle of the fucking ring?
It's not even that fact because Jules and me could agree to this. What's the biggest thing for us to get our money and these shows, for, bookings and stuff like that? It's the sponsorship.
That's our sponsors. It's a big part of what we do.
Yeah,
so, I mean, to see that in the WWE realm now is really freaking different. Like I said, when TKO first took over.
Only adds to the professionalism of it. At the end of the day, like I said, we're professional
wrestlers. It's more a fight now, not just entertainment
freestyle wrestling and Olympic style wrestling. We get paid the big bucks. It only makes sense that we have the same style ring as people like the UFC and stuff like that.
Like that Jerry Maguire. Show me the money.
Hey, don't be mad when I come out there in my NASCAR gimmick with all my sponsors all over my gear, brother.
Are y'all ready for that shit though?
I'm gonna come out.
I had a feeling when Logan first came on, Brian was gonna be involved.
This is how far I'll go with it, Brian. I have a sponsor tattooed on my wrist. My tattoo artist is one of my sponsors, and I literally have the logo of their shop tattooed on my wrist.
Bro, listen. I want to say something real quick. Beeline, listen, yo, where the fuck are the wrestling fans at today? I got too many insider people. I can't get I'm outside.
I'm in the fan base with you, bro.
I don't care about them making money and shit. Listen, that's y'all fucking situation.
What's your perspective? What's your perspective on the branding standpoint? I get it. Yes, you don't like the Prime bottle being on the ring, but what is your perspective of it?
I don't like.
Let Brandon go.
Yeah, I don't like the Prime bottle because I don't drink Prime, so I don't give a shit about that particular brand of drink. So I could give two fucks. But if wrestling wants to go into the promo gimmicky shit too, hey, bro, you can't get mad at it. I mean, they are also under the umbrella of UFC, who literally has nothing but promo.
All over.
You cannot.
Brock Lesnar, fucking Jimmy John.
You're getting punched in the face by a logo on somebody's glove.
trying to tell you. That's where we at. That's where we at.
Stack with Slim Jim.
We at this shit.
Like when
Slim
Brock
Jim.
Lesnar came back, like Brock Lesnar had nothing but promos on his.
You got beat by a Blue Chew guy.
Guys, we got hey, bring it to the stage, yo. We got the other part of the commission. We complete again. You got your boy. Hey, I'm bringing you in, Dre. I hope you're ready. Dre, what up, Dre?
What it do? What it do? What it do? Can you guys hear me?
Oh yeah.
He couldn't last long. We knew it. We knew it.
Gotta get on with us, brother.
What's going on? What's going on with you guys?
What's going on? Nice to meet you,
I'd rather
man.
around the ring than not in the ring. Yeah.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
He said, "I'd rather around the ring."
Yeah, Jules, this is our other sensible partner that we got on the crew. That's a sensible partner. I'm the most outrageous one, so that's my job. What the fuck?
It been a fun conversation. You know, I've been watching you guys for a minute, and
awesome.
Yeah, I see, Brian. You got nothing but wrestlers on the show this week, huh?
I see,
all
man.
the inside wrestling guys.
Inside.
Well, I
yeah,
mean,
bro,
even as a fan looking in, does not seeing the adverts and the promotional stuff, doesn't that add to the realism? I mean,
I don't really care about making it. I'm not one of them guys. Like, I'm not trying to compare it to UFC. I watch UFC to watch UFC. I watch wrestling to watch wrestling. I like the craziness. I like the fucking dark side. I like, Bray Wyatt and the Firefly Funhouse. I'm not watching it to be real. And you want to know something? That's a good point, Jules, because I thought about that shit also with like WWE 2K. This W2K24 is probably the best one that they've made in a while. But you want to know something? When they fucking used to make wrestling games and they were just crazy and stupid and you just could do crazy moves and not give a fuck about all the real life points of it, I used to love that shit too, bro. I like the fantasy. So it's like,
yeah, what was it? Acclaim that did the one where the Undertaker could shoot fireballs and stuff,
bro. WrestleMania, WrestleMania for Sega and all that shit.
Yeah. No, I feel you.
That was the fire. Oh yeah,
I'm a big proponent of that. That's kind of what I was trying to pick your brain and see which side of the fence you were on earlier.
Oh yeah,
and again, I feel like that's probably why you have the opinion you do about it, and that's some people look at it this way too. The adding of the realism to it is just more, as to point out what Brandon was saying. That's just more of the gimmick, like Kurt Angle being an Olympic gold medalist who won the championship with his broken neck and then became a professional wrestler. It's the same story.
Yeah. No, you're definitely right. You're definitely right about
brother.
That. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, bro. I mean, it's probably a big part of it for me is probably is just like remembering like everything else as well. What do you think, Dre?
I think to what my guy was just saying, adding the realism, into professional wrestling. I think that became a huge deal when I think wrestling got out in a way where it was like, yo, man, this is scripted. This is fake. This is not what it is, So then the aspect was let's try to make it seem real, whether we blur the lines and stuff like that. And yes, with the logos in the ring where we got Logan Paul, I think that's gonna be debuting at WrestleMania. That's something new, that's other sports does that, whether it's NFL, college football, basketball, UFC.
Boxing,
and stuff like that. So
would that make people want to watch it more?
Yes.
Knowing that it's not a fake.
Why would it?
But I don't think that would be a defining factor of people wanting to watch it more. That's just something on the business aspect.
I'm talking like a casual guy just tuning into a TV or something.
Even if the casual guy, I mean, maybe I would say a little bit of it, because if they're the casual fan, maybe watch boxing, maybe watch UFC or something like that. So they see these logos and these brandings all over the place. But just like my guy Devin said, man, pro wrestling is storytelling and suspending your disbelief. Like we know what this is, and we want to see something storytelling. I don't think the show is going to be 10 times better just because we got a Nike Jordan Prime logo and something else. Like,
right.
So hold on. So what is going to be on the side of the ring? Is it the bottle or Prime?
Just Prime. Just like they did on SmackDown a couple of weeks ago, and they just pulled back the little joint at the on the mat, and that's just it is. But that's not going to make me want to watch Raw or SmackDown any more than it did last week before they had Prime. Like the good storytelling, keep that shit up they did Monday night. Then I'm tuning in the next week after that. Like I already have been, but
Yeah.
I don't think it's because of the ads and everything. But I get my guy, point is, it does bring some type of, realism, but it's not the whole percentage of it.
Right. So
Yeah,
what
and I
I'm
also
gonna
like
ask
that the wrestlers, and for like I said before, like it is two different mentalities kind of in this discussion, because it is mentality from just strictly from, hey, I'm watching this shit. I sit down, I say to my date or anybody else I got to deal with, listen, fuck you, it's Monday, I'm watching Raw. That's my time. I love this shit and I'm watching it. So that's my shit. You feel me? So it's like everything that I put into it is what I love about it. So if I'm watching something and all of a sudden that product and everything I get build, I get evolution and growth. But it's like if you're gonna start trying to change it to some other shit, then what the fuck am I watching?
Do you feel like it's gonna hurt the product? Is that why you're feeling like it?
It's not gonna hurt the product, but it is something. It is something different. Go ahead, B. My bad.
This remind me of? This remind me of like the NBA a couple years ago when it was like we putting logos on jerseys.
I was about to say that.
And people was like, what the fuck you doing that for? Why would you do that? And now you can't even realize, you don't even know the fucking logo on the jersey.
It'll probably be the same
It
shit.
did kill the product for a while because Reebok was unforgotten after that year. After that year, they were forgotten.
Yeah, it's like you don't watch this shit regardless. It doesn't matter if it's got some new shit in it. It's like, no, listen, Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes go out there and fucking kill. Do you give a fuck what's in the middle of the ring?
A little bit.
Hey, it's just you.
Man, I want this Prime bottle every time I see something like, man, fuck Prime. Like you just said, let some Skittles or some nasty shit be in the middle of the fucking thing.
But I want to say it is a step forward because I think earlier this year that college football game, football game where WWE had their logo in the middle of the field. So I mean, it's good branding and stuff, but I don't think it's gonna make somebody want to watch it though.
I'm not gonna stop watching it because of it, but I am gonna be bothered by it a little bit.
Like he took his last slice of pizza or something. You gonna be mad? Hell yeah!
Yo, it was the greatest main event. The fucking logo though got in the way of the shit.
You're the old man, bro. I'm just an old man. You're right, Tara. I know that's Tara. I can't even see you. I know that's fucking Tara. Thank you, Tara.
F that bottle. It just ruined my WrestleMania.
Yeah, I'm over ignoring the comments over here.
Hey, we're gonna send Brian a bottle of Prime. They sell them at the local Walmarts now. We'll send Brian. What color one you want? Which one do you not
stop
like
fucking up
right
my
now?
WWE, bro. Listen, WWE is the shit. Y'all coming over here
You
talking
want your red, white, blue Prime?
Hey, I'm with you, Brian. Hey, I gotta tell you, I'm with you.
I saw that Prime bottle.
Real fast though, you guys were asking the question around the room about the Becky and the Rhea Ripley segment that happened on Monday Night Raw. Now, I do agree with you a little bit, Brian, but I was like, I do agree with you. The part was like, damn, I didn't feel like she had to bring her dad up, but I feel as though, like, come on, like, this is storytelling. This is trying to suspend your belief, and you have been bringing some real shit up in here. But that's how it goes, though. That's sort of in a way a double-edged sword. You want to bring that real factor into it to have people to be like, you know what, I can relate. I can be like that. But I don't think that had anything to do with their matchup or anything. So it was just a weird, build up.
I think that was a call on them too. I think that was on the top of the head. I don't think that was a planned promo for them to do that.
I think they just were trying to find some shit to use to make the match.
They were trying to get a reaction out of the audience.
Well, if you actually watch the promo, like Rhea was like, your daughter gonna call me mommy after the fucking WrestleMania. So that's probably why she was like, yo, like, that shit matters to me. Don't bring my daughter into it.
That's actually really fucked up. Sorry, excuse my French.
But ain't that the easiest shit to do though? And that's not the first time Becky Lynch has had an issue with somebody talking about her kid.
Like,
it's the same
the easiest thing to do with any wrestler they have been, but
anybody will throw a short shot at somebody though. That's the only downfall with it. Any wrestling match, any UFC fight, anything, it will pull that.
Bro, nobody's talking about anybody throwing a short thing, but listen, Warren. Listen.
No, I'm just saying that was just trying to get a reaction.
I'm trying to get in their head. I'm going to say whatever I can to piss them off or throw them off their game. That's whatever works.
I
works.
didn't like that part either because obviously you see the emotion out of Becky. I think she was really trying to get.
I think you're missing the point though. Nobody's saying that we don't understand why Becky Lynch or Rhea Ripley mentions her kid. What I'm trying to say, at least, just to speak it out loud, is there is no build. That's why they're resorting to those measures. That's what I'm saying. It's not about anybody could do it. Of course, if I walked on the fucking street right now and said fuck your kids, fuck your wife and your dog.
I fall back to my earlier statement. Then they don't build anything.
Maybe see, but maybe no. See, I can't say that either because if we have a discussion about what the fuck happened at the end of the fucking night, then that's completely different now, right? Because we could definitely say they built a lot. So it's like
y'all ruined that for me. I didn't even get to watch it yet.
Just saying.
Well, you need to go see it.
I was like, damn.
And I don't watch that shit probably like 10 times by now, bro.
I'm trying to tell you, I watched this like
14 times. Soon as Raw went off, man, I watched that whole segment over again.
I was in shock. I didn't know he was going to show up. That was my thing.
Yeah,
I was just like, hold up.
Phenomenal.
That wasn't announced or anything.
So did anybody? Exactly. Did anybody get what The Rock whispered in Cody Rhodes' ear?
Yeah.
Tonight I'm gonna make you bleed.
He said tonight I'm gonna make you bleed.
Yeah. So, but you guys realize if he said that, I was just watching Busted Open, and one of the guys said this. No, actually, it wasn't Busted Open. It was 80 Weeks, the Eric Bischoff podcast, and I like how they planted so much stuff throughout the show. You know, Rock came out there. This was the first time. You know, Rocky. I said this in the chat that Rock came appeared. You know, he wasn't even advertised for the show. You know, and he was advertised for the week after.
No,
So
he
like,
was.
damn. No, he wasn't. Not this week in Chicago.
He only said he did 3 days.
Not this week.
No,
he said
not this
3
week.
days
He was advertised for
the
April 1st Monday Night Raw. So it was crazy that he popped up. And then when he popped up, he didn't even say nothing. He didn't say nothing but whispered, and I was like, "Oh, this is some Chris Jericho shit." Oh, okay, he ain't gonna come out there and say nothing. All right, bet. And then they come out from commercial break, and the first person you see, because I'm thinking like, okay, it's got to be Cody, right? Cody got to be the first person you see, because what did The Rock whisper in Cody Rhodes' ear? But no, you see The Rock, and you say, "Go ask Cody." And then they interviewed Cody, and Cody was like, "Well, I don't want to I don't want to say this shit on live TV. I don't want to repeat it or whatever." Cody, man, I know you've been the overtop baby face, man. And then the ending with The Rock coming in, and that you would at least expect. You know, I didn't think The Rock would be a part. Show up 3 times on Monday Night Raw.
Bro, it was crazy. I'm just constantly like, my thing was with the whole scenario was they had the audience in 3 different perspectives. They booed him out the building.
Yes, hello.
Oh,
Yeah, having some technical difficulties.
All right, thank you. All right.
But my thing was with The Rock, they had the audience in 3 different perspectives: pop, shock, nostalgia. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. Right. We've got Rock and Cody in the ring 1-on-1. And then when The Rock stepped out, booed The Rock out of the building. You suck. You suck. Like, that was unheard of in so many perspectives, because I was just like, wow. He didn't make an announcement that he was coming. He didn't do anything. And seeing Cody's reaction with it, and it was just like, wow, okay, this is where we're going with Raw tonight. Wow. And then the ending part, I mean, who would have thought that one? But yeah, I did go back after y'all said so. I hurried my ass home as quick as I could to go see this. And I sat there and I was watching his words when he would say something. And I'm just like, oh shit, he did say something about bleed. That's all I got out of that whole scenario was something about bleed. And I'm like, and you just see Cody's reaction. And I was just like, okay. And then you saw that the main event was only they still had like 8 minutes left after the main event was over. I'm like, we know they ain't ending it early. And then when you see Solo and Jimmy, and I'm like, hold up. And then you see Rock attack Cody. I'm like, oh, okay. This is what they were talking about.
Ain't that kind of interesting that The Rock is the one that attacked Cody and not Roman? Like Roman, they had the bloodline.
That's going to be the story, I think, with this. I think, yeah.
That's the most interesting shit on the planet, because everybody like, yeah, Cody bled. The Rock is the one that made them niggas go to Raw. Nobody has talked about this. Paul Heyman's not there.
No, he was there. He was there because remember he was in the Easter egg. He was on I can't remember what scene he was. He was talking to Drew.
But
I can't remember which one.
But it's just weird that like The Rock is the one that got all of them there, but Roman is just gone. He's not even like involved in that. That kind of just like that's kind of weird.
I want to chime in real fast though. I thought it was also interesting too, because what led me to think that The Rock was there and everything because of Cody Rhodes. I mean, Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins said, I don't think, man, something don't feel right, man. Something don't feel right. And obviously the match ended at 10:52 Eastern time. So I was like, they got 8 minutes left. Okay, bet. Yeah. And but not only Brandon said that he thought it was interesting. The Rock attacked Cody. Well, Cody slapped The Rock 2 weeks ago. So I mean, Roman and Cody haven't laid hands on each other since WrestleMania last year. So there's no need for them to touch. But for Rock and Cody though, Cody slapped The Rock. He bitch slapped him a couple of weeks ago, and that was sort of payback. So The Rock is basically reacting off a reaction that what happened basically. So you get The Rock. I thought it was interesting that Cody, it was telling that Cody was going after Solo Sikoa and Jimmy Uso. And Solo was going after Seth. And I was like, this is very interesting. Then obviously Drew came out there to take out Seth and left the door wide open to possibilities of somebody coming out there attacking Cody Rhodes. And I think the biggest thing a lot of people talking about is the Easter egg that I didn't even really catch is the production truck.
The John Cena truck.
Yeah. What's that?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see about that one. I think Stone Cold's definitely going to have a place in WrestleMania. Probably John Cena too. But if everybody just comes in just to come in that match, I don't know, man. I think it'll be just they're doing a lot with that one fucking match, man. They better branch off and have a lot of story after it.
Well, John Cena lost to Solo, so that's the reason for why John would be a part of it.
Yeah,
I think John's gonna interrupt the scene where Solo and where Solo attacked Cody. I think Cena's gonna save that one.
And I think The Rock, the reason why Stone Cold's gonna come back, because The Rock's gonna probably try to be the guest referee, which eliminates The Rock. Yeah, if Stone Cold comes out, you like
all Triple H, because I think obviously we want Stone Cold and he was on the
but Triple H can't fight. Triple H can't wrestle. He got a heart condition. So
I think Triple H is done, bro. I don't think he get in the ring at all ever again.
So it's just like.
I don't even know if he could do a pedigree right now. That's the sad part. He's healthy as hell, but I mean, don't risk that. You've got a defibrillator.
Well, somebody with a heart condition, I know damn well you don't want to exert yourself as much as you can. Keep that.
I was shocked when he was on the microphone screaming the way he was, because I was like, "You're not even supposed to be doing that either."
Yeah, he got to not be so damn active.
Was that the only one thinking that The Rock was going to throw Cody Rhodes over the bridge?
I was kind of like, oh shit, better get Stone Cold.
So you thought it was like a Stone Cold?
I thought he was going to toss his ass over the bridge.
Was it Rock
1998
Austin over, or was Austin that threw Rock over?
No,
Rock threw Austin over. Rock threw Austin over. Yeah,
because he threw the belt in there with him. That's right.
Yeah.
Hope they put a big prime bottle on the ring during the main event.
They saying that because of Brian.
Bet you do. All these WWE haters who don't watch the shit anyway. I bet y'all do.
But man, it was one of the best Monday Night Raws of the year, or ever.
Yes, that's what I was talking about. I just don't remember what promo it was that they were in the back talking. I just don't remember that.
It definitely was one of the best Raws. For sure.
It was two backstage little promos like that. It was, I forgot who was talking, but in the background it was Andrade and Dominic, and
I
the
think
other
that's
one
the one.
was
Chad
Paul
Gable
Heyman
Sammy.
And I didn't see nobody on that one though.
Sammy and Chad. I think it was Sammy and Chad because they were in the very back and they spaced it. They spaced away. That's right.
Yeah, and I think the one where our truth was talking to the Miz or whatever, and in the background it was Drew McIntyre and Paul Heyman. And I thought that was interesting too. So there's a little Easter eggs, man. They just been dropping. I thought this was awesome episode of Monday Night Raw. And to end it like that with the blood, the raining, it's cold.
It was crazy.
Like
Chicago out of all places. So that
everything
fit the
about it was
audience.
perfect.
Yo, I want to speak on something real quick. Definitely the Cody Rhodes shit. I mean, that's definitely one of the biggest things anyway. Fuck Cody Rhodes. Listen, I found another reason why I can't stand this guy. Listen, why I can't stand this guy. Yo, listen, I almost threw up. Okay, I wasn't sick or nothing. I didn't eat anything, nothing wrong. But when he said everybody in the arena,
Oh God, let's hear it.
this nigga, yo,
You don't like
fuck
excitement?
Cody Rhodes,
You don't like
and his
altogether
American flag wearing ass. That's why Warren likes him so much because he got the same gear. Get him, Jules.
Oh God.
But yo, listen, not just that, but you know who else kind of fuck a little bit now? Fuck CM Punk, yo. I'm on Warren's side. Now I'm on Warren's side. Because I noticed something, bro. And I know a lot of people have been saying it. Listen. I'm tired of CM Punk just coming out when he's in Chicago. Fuck that bullshit. I know that's your town.
I'm glad I'm not the only one. Gosh, that drives me nuts. I mean, it's cool. But did you like the interaction with Drew, though? I think Drew ripped
his ass. Drew, when he was talking about the kill,
amazing.
Drew ripped that motherfucker, bro. I don't care what nobody says. When he said something about the kilt, and Drew was like, "Don't look up my kilt." And you little sicko. Drew was a fucking beast, yo. And I used to hate Drew McIntyre because he was boring. But now they must have been holding him back.
Heel.
He's a beast.
Yeah, he's
bad guy.
Yeah, he's a beast, bro.
Bro, that shit was so funny when he went like this, like PG, brother. He just put the shit back down like it didn't affect him.
I like what he said when he said, "Listen, for somebody who's so straight edge, you're certainly
you still making trips to rehab." Yeah,
that was fucking drop the mic status right there because
Punk even with the microphone off his mouth, he's like, "Damn, that was actually pretty good."
But he ain't winning. That's right, Devin. Put them fucking ones up,
Of course,
bro.
man. Cody ain't winning at all, man.
Cody ain't winning. Yo, listen.
You have whole boxes of tissues.
But he will. Cody ain't winning.
Andre,
but I feel like he is.
This crap goes down.
Man, I don't know, man. I don't know. But like I
know.
said,
I can't call it.
This, like I said a couple of weeks ago, I'm more interested than this whole fucking The Rock versus Cody Rhodes. Like,
I agree.
I mean, Roman and Cody. I mean, like, okay, he's
SummerSlam
probably gonna
match.
lose either way. But I mean, Rock and Cody, that's the matchup I'm ready to see right now.
But Warren, hold up, Warren. I want to ask Warren something real quick. Why are you so confident that that's going to be the SummerSlam match, and you're not thinking about The Rock versus Roman? Because that's definitely got to be a match coming up
That's
soon.
a Mania match, bro.
I think that's WrestleMania next year. That's
can't believe that'll
WrestleMania
be a
next year.
fucking Mania match, bro.
They're gonna build that up. They're gonna build that up. They're gonna build it up good.
We were just talking, bro. You're not putting that match on SummerSlam. You put in Rock's last match on WrestleMania.
Yeah, that way is a good point to think about it. Yeah, definitely.
This is his last match.
For people that keep saying
Mania.
Roman's not going to break Bruno's record. Guys, please stop
he's
saying
not
that.
breaking Bruno.
Bruno's record is fucking like 8 years.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't think so,
We're
Jeff.
already tired of it in 3. There's no way in hell.
Yeah, I don't want to see him that long.
Nah, I
Go ahead,
think
Bruno. My
Devin
bad,
just
bro.
having fun.
Has he got third
Yeah,
place
I
yet?
thought so.
Has he tied Hulk Hogan?
No, he would
In
tie Hulk
September.
Hogan in September.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, he's about to drop that thing.
yeah, you gotta drop it. Here's the thing. I don't think nobody's betraying anybody on WrestleMania. I don't think that should happen. That's why they bring it back John Cena. That's why they bring back Stone Cold.
Yeah.
Because they cannot let
Yeah.
The Rock betray Roman. That shit
Good point.
sounds so stupid. Roman has to betray The Rock.
Yeah, it's gonna happen, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
On Raw. It'll be a Raw or SmackDown.
I would love
You
that.
know, I
It's
think
going to
we gotta-
happen.
That's how it's. Yeah, that's how it's
term-
gonna play out.
The term
Because
that we
Roman,
actually
because Roman's gonna want the title back, but The Rock is gonna take it. He's gonna take the opportunity away from him because he's calling himself the final boss. And
Bro.
Roman will lose the title.
I'm not a Stone Cold fan.
That's good. That's good.
And I'm
content,
telling you
man.
right now, when that glass breaks in Philly, this is a
Holy-
reunion for
and-
Rock and
and here's the
Austin.
thing.
Cody Boy, the ancestors chuckle.
Here's the people not saying. Here's the thing.
Slim.
The reason why people are like also like, why was Stone Cold get involved? Do you ever remember the first main event The Rock and Stone Cold had was in Philly?
WrestleMania in Philly.
Of course he's gonna get involved. This is history, ladies and gentlemen. This is 40 years of WrestleMania. Why the fuck would he not get involved? The
It's
tag
like,
team
it's like 100 years of WrestleMania type celebration.
And then also, it was also noted out that it was 25 years ago since The Rock and Stone Cold's last
you
match.
missing one this week.
at
You missing
WrestleMania
this
19.
one.
So that it could be another reason why Stone Cold would be involved. But I'm more interested in the Cody Seth Rollins because I just don't think Seth Rollins is really
Seth is getting
100%
pinned on night
genuine.
one. I'm saying
I don't
that.
think he's 100% genuine on this Cody Rhodes thing. Oh, I'm gonna help you out and everything like that because he's
So,
the world
Dre, the
champion.
only thing I
He's
want to turn on that.
hold on. He's not Seth the world champion, but Seth really wants Roman Reigns back. He really wants to be the guy. At the press conference, Seth Rollins was really just there. We all was watching it together and was like, "What the hell, Seth Rollins doing there?" And he was just there. So I feel like Seth is gonna turn on Cody like, "Fuck this shit, nigga. You think you gonna come up in here and try to take my spot, and you whip my ass 3 times in a row and all that? Nah, bro, nah." You feel me?
Here's the thing.
I think that's
Good
gonna
shit,
happen.
Dre. I like that.
So the biggest
That's
thing,
not far
this
off.
is the only thing I want to say on this. It's the fact that this is the last chance on Roman's standpoint. Seth knows he's never going to get to face Roman again. In a reality standpoint, because they have not done this in so long. This is the only way. And I shared that video to y'all about the in-game reference because this is the last chance to stop Roman. Is this storyline, everyone has to come in. We all talk about Roman's loss has to be memorable as much as his reign was.
Yep.
This is the way to do it. You're bringing Austin. You're going to bring Cena. You're doing all this. The only reason why Austin's going to be in this picture, one, Rock. Who was Rock's kryptonite? I'm a diehard Rock fan. I hated this shit. Stone Cold Steve Austin always beat The Rock until WrestleMania 19. So
the best WrestleMania.
that's the only storyline there's going to be going with this. They're bringing everything that's going to be to Emma West. Now, this is the only reason why I say Seth Rollins is not going to turn on Cody. Because Seth is wrestling Drew on night 2. That would affect his match.
Yeah, it don't make sense. Yeah, it wouldn't make sense for Seth to lose. Well, Seth would have to lose the belt first and then turn on Cody.
Exactly. I think
I agree
on Raw,
with that.
he would turn on that scenario.
Listen.
I think on that, he'll blame Cody. And
Y'all
be on that scenario.
forgetting a great point though. Y'all forgetting one of the biggest points of them all. It don't matter, bro, because Damian Priest gonna cash in on that motherfucker anyway.
Here's the thing.
DP, baby.
Here's the thing.
When he catches on Seth, I don't want to hear you say another
gonna catch
word
on Drew. He's
about
probably gonna catch
this
on Drew, to be
damn
honest.
match.
Here's the thing.
It's probably gonna be Drew. I don't think it's gonna be Seth.
It's gonna be Drew.
Damian Priest is going to cash in the Money in the Bank briefcase WrestleMania. I
Yeah.
do
Man,
I
what-
do agree.
definitely believe that.
Damian was going to cash in on Punk. I say it now.
No, Damian Priest is going to cash in the Money in the Bank briefcase, but it ain't going to be on the world champion. It's going to be on Gunther.
I don't think so. That I don't.
It's
think
going
so.
to be on Gunther.
That would be
Brandon,
that'd be
you
a
ain't the only one that
fucking
said
waste,
that.
bro.
You are not the only one that said that.
It's going
And I
on.
didn't agree to it
Fuck
for a
that.
long time.
Because here's the
But
thing.
they did say Gunther is the strongest champion compared to these guys right now. So I don't want to agree to it, but I do see your point.
I can
Think
see
about
it.
it.
I
have
can
heard some
see it.
references on it.
Here's
I
the
can
thing.
see it. But
Think about it.
That's the
They
only way you're
haven't-
getting Gunther out of that.
Yo, they haven't put Gunther in any real danger because as good as Sami Zayn is, he ain't beating fucking Gunther. We
no,
know
I don't
that
think
shit.
so either.
That ain't happening.
I don't think that should be the
Chad
match,
Gable-
honestly.
Because if Chad Gable would have won that gauntlet match, everybody would have booed the shit
Wow, we
out
got
there Money in
Jason
the
that
Bank
agreed
cash.
to it.
I just feel like Damian Priest is going to cash in. He isn't ready to be the champion of the world.
He's
heavyweight
not
champion. He's-
that face yet.
But Judgment Day has automatically already said, we coming for your title. So nobody's going to go at Gunther?
Yo,
Judgment Day?
Hey
At
B,
all?
I'm gonna jump on you right now because actually, yo, you might be speaking the most truest shit. I just had to think about it for a second. Damian Priest cash in on Gunther to win the IC title would be the smartest shit because remember
Now, Gunther
Andrade.
can go to the big title.
Now hold on, Warren. Andrade is fucking talking to Judgment Day right now. That would be the perfect situation to bring Andrade in to smash on fucking Damian Priest and then start they fucking feud with Damian as a fucking face. Bruh, you just spoke to
So,
I
so kind of like Evolution
I see
term?
it, my nigga.
Did
That was
I just
dope.
hear somebody recommend another cash in on the Intercontinental Championship? I mean, the first one was on the United States Championship. I mean, I think in a way
You gotta go to the other title, Dre.
Hear me out.
You gotta make it. You gotta make it even.
That's funny. But I feel like that in a way pushes
Still love you,
Priest
Jason.
back or down in a way because
Does
after
it?
the year he has,
I agree with that too.
after the year he has or have, and then you tell me that he's going to cash in this briefcase that, you know, really we want to see him cash in on a world championship.
On a
He's gonna-
mid card title. You fucking
Hold
right.
on.
I agree with you.
That's the problem.
100%.
That
Hold on.
means if he does that, that means he's as or equal to Austin Theory. You know, because when he
Whoa.
did it, he cashed in on the
Mm.
United States Championship.
Okay.
Priest is getting built up to be a star. Now, is he
Woo,
ready? I don't
shit.
think
Okay,
so.
Drake.
But I think cashing in on the Intercontinental Championship is the wrong thing to do.
Okay, here's the thing, and this is
Listen.
the reason why I say this is completely different. Austin Theory need to get that briefcase off his ass. He was never going to cash in on Roman and be believable. That shit was never going to work.
Yeah,
Ever.
but they had the world heavyweight. They had 2 titles at that point, though.
They didn't have the no. They didn't have the other title. They didn't
They
have
didn't
the
have
other
that title
title
yet.
yet.
Not
Oh,
yet.
they had okay.
Yeah,
They
not
had
yet.
Roman as champion. That shit was never going to be believable. That he cashed in on Roman and beat him. That shit was never going to happen. So they had to get that belt off of him.
Hey,
See,
Chris,
but no, but see, but
I
no,
love
you gotta
Theory,
realize
but,
though.
The
Yeah,
the title the title picture right now. You telling me Damian Priest cashing in on any champion? He's believable, right? The fuck now?
yes. But
Yes,
Brandon,
you got-
hold on, wait.
Brandon on world heavyweight, yes, not
No,
WWE.
you're both.
undisputed, no.
I think you're both wrong because this is the thing about the Money in the Bank the Money in the Bank briefcase, bro.
Here's the-
It doesn't have to be believable. It just has to happen.
That's a good
That's
choice.
the thing
That's a good
about
choice.
it, bro.
But
That's the
here's the
thing
thing.
about it.
Here's the thing. This is the
A lot of-
best. This is the
a lot of
best
people-
build up. This is the best build that they've made with the Money in the Bank briefcase. Damian Priest has won damn near half his matches since he's been in the Money in the Bank
That's what
briefcase.
bro.
That's
I'm
my-
telling you.
But
That's my
But
point.
here's the thing.
That's my point. I think Austin Theory. Well, I mean, you guys were just saying that Roman Reigns had both of the titles at that point,
Never.
but you know, Austin Theory cashed in on the United States Championship, and I feel like if
But
they
here's the
That's what Jason said. That's the
You're right.
explanation
You're
right
right,
there.
but it's still a
Elevator.
mid card title.
no.
It's still a mid card title. There's no way to look at it.
I don't feel like nobody's going to elevate, and I don't want to say nobody, but I don't feel like Priest is going to do the same thing Gunther has just did and established the Intercontinental.
But you think Damian's gonna do that with a big title?
That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Gunther-
Well, he
Yeah.
would still. It would be different. Yo, listen, bro. I'm trying not to jump. All right, B. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
No, I love this debate, but I'm just saying,
Y'all
like,
have,
how the
y'all have just
believable.
said Gunther just made the Intercontinental Championship the most prosperous possession
No.
outside of those titles.
Bullshit. I never said that. I never
I
Gunther-
never
said that.
said that.
Gunther's been
I
a
mean, he
champion
just-
for damn near 700 days.
That's it.
700 fucking days.
That's
You
it.
That's
telling
only
me
been
if
308.
Damian Priest cashing in the Money in the Bank briefcase, that shit ain't gonna be memorable?
No, bro. You wanna know why, Bree? I'll tell you right now. If you have something and
On
it's
Raw?
in a tier, it's on tiers, bro. You have the best motherfucking mid card motherfucker who ever held the mid card belt. It's still the mid card belt, bro. You have the opportunity to go after the top fucking tier. Why would you have something
Hold on.
that is giving you the ability to get the biggest, grandest fucking prize of them all and just say, well, fuck the big grand prize. I'm going to go for something less than. There's no way to put it any other way, bro.
It's easy because you don't believe the motherfucker's a champ. He could be a champion. You don't believe it.
Bro,
So
that's
even if
but
he
that's
got the
thinking
brand,
like
yes.
that's thinking like you're in the
kill
business.
doesn't it
That's
kill the
thinking like
Money
you're in the
Bank
business, bro. It
nostalgia,
doesn't
though?
make sense of the
If
story.
it just happens,
What do you mean?
does it kill that mystique of the Money in the Bank? The Money in the Bank was not just for the
Yes.
main title. It
Yes.
was only trademarked as that because when we first brought it together, it was only the only one big
Yeah,
title.
because yes, I feel like I agree with you. I feel like it kills the Money in the Bank, you know, a little bit because every person, men or women, even when they introduced the woman, every person who cashed in the Money in the Bank became world champion. So now you're telling me that
Well,
hold
that's
on.
the
Now
Hold
you're
on.
telling me that what's his name? I can't even think of the guy name with Alpha Academy. Akira Tozawa.
Otis.
You're telling me-
Otis.
No, Akira Tozawa is what I'm thinking about. Akira
Oh,
Tozawa,
okay,
you're
okay.
telling me he could put Money in the Bank and just cash in, and you know he could just become
Cashing
United
on
States
24/7
champion or
title.
It can
whatever.
happen.
Like,
It can happen.
yeah, it could, but I mean, like the Money in the Bank briefcase was established that even everybody that when I cash in, I'm going for a world
A
championship.
heavyweight
All
All right,
championship.
so here's an
Why would
example.
I-
So say
why
like,
would I want
say
to
like
even
if
under
Ricochet
that?
won it, who would Ricochet cash it in on? If he
Bro,
had won the Money in the
He can
Bank
cash it.
briefcase,
He
who
can
is
cash it in.
believable on?
Listen, Warren, he can cash it in on whoever the fuck he wants. That's the beauty of the briefcase. If somebody's in the fuck, if Cody Rhodes, break it down easy for you, bro. If Cody Rhodes got his ass beat by the fucking Rock like he did, and Cody Rhodes was the heavyweight champion, I don't give a fuck if it was a referee from the back. If he had the briefcase, he can walk out with a ref and pin his ass and be the fucking champion. The Money in the Bank briefcase basically gives you the fucking any championship you want now, but it was the heavyweight championships before, the ability to be the 24/7 championship when you have that fucking briefcase, bro. That's the best thing about it.
But the thing is, though, as a superstar, Brandon, if you was a superstar, or Brandon,
or Warren, if he's a wrestler,
Warren, yeah, if you're a wrestler,
you go after the top shit.
Exactly. When you
Bro,
go,
come on, man.
You're not winning the briefcase and saying, you know what, shit, in 8 months, I'm gonna take that Intercontinental or United States Championship, tag team title.
Here's the problem we have,
here,
guys.
bruh.
You
tell him who's cashing the briefcase. They tell the person who they cash in the briefcase.
Bro, stop thinking like a fucking promoter, bro. We're not promoters, nigga. We
no, I'm just saying, like, just the Damian Priest standpoint. The Damian Priest standpoint, I don't understand it. Like, if he cashed it in on the main big title,
boring.
It just doesn't work.
You red, white,
That's
and blue
just
wearing
my
my
opinion.
Hold on. Here's the thing. Take into consideration. You had this briefcase for like 8 months. So you cash in on the champion. You dropped the belt
title
next fucking month. What the fuck was the point of you having the fucking briefcase in the first fucking place? Because that's exactly what the fuck gonna happen. He's not keeping that belt for 10
We don't know that's going to happen, though.
Hold on.
I think he's gonna have a failed cash in.
Can you repeat that again? Can you repeat that again? What would you say?
I said if he got the briefcase for 8 months, he wins the belt and then drops it the next fucking month. What the fuck was the point of you having a briefcase in the first place?
See, I don't see Damian Priest losing the
I don't see it
belt
either.
within a
I don't know.
month.
He's
Unless
losing
a
the
judgment
belt
excludes him.
I don't know. Yeah, he's been on the win. He's been on the win streak. You just said it.
Everything that they just put into
the belt next fucking
everything they put into Priest, and then also I'm a big fan of people who winning the Money in the Bank briefcase and keeping it for a long time. I think that's a little bit more, they keep that suspenseful. That's the word I'm looking for. But yeah, I don't see Priest cashing in and being a transitional
believable for him to cash in on Seth, but the Gunther thing does work.
I agree. I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm not saying it doesn't, but I think it's whack. I think it's whack. I think it's selling yourself short.
Reed is not the first person I've heard that from. When I first heard that crap, I laughed at it, but it does kind of make sense.
It's
now
not whack though, but we just seen somebody cash in on a mid-card title. We want to see somebody cash in and be world champion though. Like we thought.
But isn't the guarantee to win the belt?
Things though. That's what the problem is. It's like Austin Theory was never going to be Roman.
The only biggest problem is
why not though? I don't understand why that's so understood.
If the shit didn't never happen with Vince McMahon, I believe Austin Theory would have cashed in that briefcase because Triple H took over, and Triple H and some of the officials weren't high on Austin Theory as Vince McMahon was.
Well, Triple H was high on him. He just didn't understand what his character was.
I still don't understand what his character is.
My thing.
I still don't understand what that has to do with having the briefcase, though.
But isn't the purpose of having the case to guarantee you to have a title?
No.
You want to have whatever best beneficial is for you to have a title belt on your shoulder.
No, I think
that's
that's
what the purpose of it is.
No, I think that's a made up fact afterwards, though. But
that was made
I think
up
that's where
afterwards.
I think that's where the briefcase is messed up on.
But shout out to Austin Theory. He got new music now. I feel like it's gonna be a different road with Austin Theory though. But I feel like, man, if you got the Money in the Bank briefcase and you gotta go all the way, dog, man. Come on.
I think Austin Theory. I personally think if Austin Theory had that thing in that match at SummerSlam with Brock Lesnar, if something would have happened when Austin Theory's fucking music hit, and if he would have fucking pinned Roman Reigns in that main event in that match, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Everybody in that fucking place would have lost their mind like never before. And once again, that moment alone develops a whole new fucking character or a side of a character. So the fact that you guys keep saying that, who thinks Austin Theory? It's not about that. It's about the establishment that is made from the briefcase. That's the opportunity that's gained. That's why they had it in the first place. So if Damian, like I've said, my argument for the last 3 fucking months, I don't even believe it all the way, but it could happen. If Damian Priest, if Roman Reigns beats fucking Cody, and then The Rock flips on fucking Roman and rock bottoms him in the middle of that fucking ring, everybody's going to be pissed, booing, not knowing what to do. But if Damian Priest's music fucking hits and he starts walking, the crowd is going to lose their shit. And if he pins Roman for the 1, 2, 3 after that, you can fucking forget about it. When he comes out on Raw and they know that's what happened, people are going to not know what to fucking do. And Damian Priest is all the way in a new light you ain't seen him yet. I don't agree with the shit that we just are just seeing what we're supposed to see. Anything can happen, bro. That's the believability and the storytelling in wrestling. It's not real life, bro. Like, y'all got to stop. Get off that bullshit.
I don't know. I thought that would be a cool little swerve. But do you think that moment would still be impactful if he did cash it in on Gunther?
I think
I don't think so.
I think that the fact that he said, like Brandon said, the thing with Andrade and having Damian Priest and Andrade in the match would be the only reason I'd be interested in seeing. I could see the future story of it. But I don't think it would be as impactful because in the back of my head, I would still be like, damn, this nigga just wasted his fucking cash in. The same thing I'm saying about Austin Theory's cash in. You wasted your cash in, bro. You could have went.
Here's the thing. Judgment
Day is only winning for a week.
Damian Priest has been trying to get Judgment Day on one page the last couple of fucking weeks. And everybody's just scrambling doing other shit. You don't think he about to leave Judgment Day?
I definitely think so.
So who
Yeah, especially with Andrade in the mix.
He about no belt?
Bro, he might have a belt. Brandon, you the only one seeing it as no belt unless he wins Gunther, though. He could have a belt, bro.
No,
It's very likely.
Here's my thing. If he cashes in and wins the world championship, he's not keeping it more than a fucking month.
But why? Like, you just keep
But
saying
Brian,
that. But
I love when you said that, Brandon. Remember when Miz cashed in on who was it? Was it Bobby Lashley?
That shit was
He lost
horrible.
it in a
though.
week.
But remember, that was all bullshit. They didn't know what the fuck they were doing. They had gave it to Otis at first. So that was this ain't the same shit. Don't compare the same bullshit. This is completely fucking different.
Well, hold on.
That was some bullshit.
Whoa. But you're trying to compare the Money in the Bank briefcase overall to the same shit. It's a different fucking regime. Damian Priest can cash in on Gunther. It doesn't have to be a world champion.
Bro, I'm
That
not
could
saying
be the swerve that
You're
you
comparing the
bleachers
same
about.
shit. What are you talking about? You can't say don't talk about the whole shit, but you're talking about the whole shit.
No. What I'm saying is
This
that
is all news to me. Y'all sitting here telling me there ain't no damn money in the Money in the Bank briefcase.
no, bro. I mean, depending on what you do, if you want to waste it on the tag titles, what just go to the women's championship?
Hey, if they lose it, they might just do that. You better start giving them ideas, Brian. He's hearing this right now. They're losing the tag titles. They're cashing in literally right after. He gonna
go cash it in on the fucking NXT championship.
Shit, he might as well.
Backwards and shit.
See, and then another thing is they
Charlotte
doing that
did
too in
that.
a way. Exactly. Charlotte won the Royal Rumble and said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going after the NXT Women's Championship. Like, come on, man. That was stupid.
That was dumb.
That was stupid.
And then Real still lost. Wouldn't be no fucking sense. I didn't understand that shit at all. That was stupid fucking. Oh my god, that was dumb.
I love the debate though because listen, and Bree, just like I just said, bro, I wouldn't want it to happen because I would like to see after Damian's fucking 5 cash-in attempts that all failed. They didn't do the fucking the match is going, he lost it like on some Baron Corbin, John Cena shit. They made them all fail. That's why I really don't think that his cash-in is going to be a miss, yo. I think it's been building.
I don't think it's going to be a miss.
I don't think it's going to be a miss, man.
We haven't seen him attempt to cash in lately at all, neither. We haven't seen him attempt to cash in since like the fall. So I think that's telling some story too. But
yeah,
we'll see.
I don't know, but it's a good argument, man. We don't know what's going to happen. I mean, I've been saying the Damian Priest shit on Roman because I think that would be the craziest fucking swerve ever. That's pretty much my whole backing for it. But also, I mean, if he does cash in on Gunther, if he does cash in on Drew and him would be a great fucking match. I definitely see Damian Priest going babyface. I think it would be a great way to establish him being a babyface because he could turn away from Judgment Day easy. And I said in the past, I said one of the biggest things. I think when Damian Priest does get the shit, he's gonna turn on Judgment Day. I don't think they're gonna turn on him. But I don't know, man. There's a lot of routes that they could take. I just hope it's not stupid and boring. If they make him fail to cash in, I think that would be the stupidest fucking idea. Something that could have definitely established a new talent. I think that would be the dumbest idea. He has been on a roll lately.
Took the briefcase. Archer took the contract
and cashed in on Roman. And cashed in on Roman.
Put it in Africa. Remember when he was supposed to be in Australia?
Yo, listen. Tell me you wouldn't be talking about that shit until your kids.
They have vignettes. Oh, my bad, bro. I thought we were in Australia.
Yo, listen, bro.
I have a vignette of the paper like how they do with the list off of Jericho.
We got 2 weeks, man. We got 2 weeks to find all this shit out, yo. We're gonna be doing the predictions next week, bro.
Isn't this crazy, though? Like and we could have these heated ass debates about something that's a predetermined sport, but there's so many fucking ways that can go into this.
That's the story, bro. That's the fucking
that's
story.
That's what I love about wrestling right now. Wrestling is this is what's been missing with wrestling for so long. And we're able to do it with social media. That's telling you that they're holding a key to something. Like that's the big nostalgia, because you got Dirt Sheets getting pissed off. You've got Dave Meltzer over here getting mad as hell, trying to prove to his case, hey, I'm still the behind the scenes guy. No, they're like, bro, you don't know shit. Like, just sit back there and watch it like us.
He predicting just like we predicted. He probably got maybe some inside sources a little more than we do, but it's all predicting, man. You don't know what the fuck's going on.
I love what they're doing right now. Everything and all wrestling right now is not predicted anymore. It's just
predictable.
Fucking interesting. Like, I'm nervous when we talk about this fucking WrestleMania match, because it's like, do we want to recap and see this exact same shit that happened last year? What's going to be the reverse roll into it? Because they're going to do the same finish, but like I just said, I think Cena might interrupt with Solo. And then obviously there could be something that happened where Roman could possibly still come out and win it. But I mean, it's just so many different ways. But I will say this
a lot of avenues
about being a hate Punk fan is I think the plan was Punk was going to beat Seth, but Damian was going to cash in on him just to piss Punk off to do the Anarchy Punk gimmick. I still think that was going to be the case. You got your main event. Also, guess what? Bam. You just lost your title at the same time. Enjoy your WrestleMania. Like, I would have been happy with that, because it's just like, it's something like, wow, fun, cool, entertaining. It's interesting. Like Monday Night Raw, my God, bro, when you watch the whole 3 hours,
awesome.
You didn't need to watch all the wrestling. There was enough for everything that was on that show. That whole TV that night.
Yo, can you believe that people are still saying that they think that Raw should go back to 2 hours?
I don't know. I'm curious what they're going to do with this Netflix thing.
I love it being 3 hours.
Commercials and stuff like that. Stick to the 3 hours.
I would say this. They finally figured out how to make the next 3 hours 3 hours. I would say this.
Exactly.
Because
it took them a long time. It took them a long time.
Yeah. They were fucking up for sure.
Because 3 hours, you used to find a lot of bathroom breaks.
Yeah. It's engaged. Everything's engaged. I like how they're indulgent in the storylines. Like, they have a bunch of different storylines for different people, and it is interesting. And that only builds for the next level competitors. When we do want to see the new Tiffany Strattons and who's going to be next to face Rhea, and we have these conversations, the only way you're going to do that, not by shortening fucking time to do it, but by adding time and giving time to that shit and making it credible. And that's the reason why you need to establish these people, man, so we can see these new matches and new feuds. I mean, it's got to be done, bro. I'm tired of seeing Becky Lynch in the fucking women's title picture. I'm tired of seeing Charlotte. I love them. They're great. I'm not saying they're not, but I'm just saying I want to see what's fresh. I want to see Montez Ford step the fuck up, man. I want to see that shit.
Man.
Bro,
I've been
did you see how he's rated in the video game?
Bro, I'm trying to fucking see that nigga on some
These
real
ratings are
title
crucial looking at these things. I'm like,
yeah, that shit is crazy. Yeah, they did fuck the ratings up. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeah, the ratings are crazy.
I was like, Montez is a 74. I'm like,
that shit is crazy.
Huh?
Yeah, have you seen it?
Yeah, he's a 74, bro. Logan Paul's a 90.
Yeah,
he's a 90 as a cruiserweight, built as a cruiserweight.
That shit crazy. I said that when I was just hearing about it. Yeah, they have crazy. Their ratings are like Roman Reigns is like 97.
Roman's the highest ranked guy.
Ronda Rousey was like a 93. We didn't even talk about that Ronda Rousey shit, man. I heard y'all talking about that the other day on Blackheart. On Blackheart show, and listen, fuck Ronda Rousey, man. I'm sorry.
She just mad because her career didn't go the way it went.
She might have been speaking some true shit, but I'm just saying, yeah, just like you said, Dre, she's a bitch, man. I'm sorry. I don't know her personally. She talk mad shit, yo.
She's like Ryback, bro. She's just trying to keep on that public eye. That's all it is.
She couldn't understand the WWE fans. She got mad, man, and they turned on her ass.
Went with that one run and been done. I mean, it was fun. That was the biggest problem when Stephanie bumped her ass off for Ronda. Ronda stole that WrestleMania that year, and for her to continue the thing out was okay, cool, but it was just like, all right, you're undefeated, your unstoppable look is going to get crushed a couple of times. The longer you're in the wrestling biz, that's gonna have to start being a believable thing.
Yeah, she just wants to be the top dog. That's it.
That was the biggest thing.
Her first run was great. Her first run, she got to fight Sasha Banks at Royal Rumble, and that shit was incredible. If she would have just ended it there, we would have probably been like, nah, she probably is a Hall of Famer in WWE. Like, great run, did what you needed to do, came in, came out, got what you needed, great. Second run, could have kept that shit. We did not need to see that shit. We did not.
And I hope WWE learns her lesson.
I just like how she bumped her ass off. That was the only thing that I respected was she bumped her ass off for these matches. Now, the way she's bitter on things, that just happens part of the game. So I mean,
not to be all publicly dismissing people talking shit. Like even when she left after the first run and she was over there, wrestling's fake and all that shit. That was all fucking fake. Like like I said, I hope WWE learned their lesson. They probably didn't, but it seems like the new guys who are coming in, like Logan Paul, they're a lot more respectful to the industry and shit. It looks like it at least. But she was so disrespectful to the fucking the game, and I know she was in the back. People say it was like her storytelling and her her character. I don't think so, because that was the same Ronda Rousey in UFC. She got that shit where if she's not top dog,
she lost.
Yeah, she's like fuck everything. She's like fuck everybody. I don't care about nothing. She got a shitty attitude, and I just never liked her. So fuck everything she got to say. But she might be speaking some truth about shit. I mean, I don't know, but I just don't. I wouldn't find her credible.
Like
she's always salty, yo. She always salty, bro. Shut the fuck up. Stop writing books and tell-alls, talking shit when you salty. Like, ain't nobody taking you fucking seriously. Shut up, bitch. You got knocked the fuck out.
Check it all out, bro.
Amanda Nunes.
Check it next to that prime bottle.
She thought she was over there doing Nike commercials and shit, thinking she was going to walk all over Amanda Nunes, and she got stretched. Fuck Ronda Rousey.
The only thing Ronda did was just help Charlotte and Becky main event WrestleMania.
That's
just about it.
That
was about it, man.
And the crazy thing, we never got the Becky and Ronda match. That was the craziest thing. We never got that Becky and Ronda one-on-one.
Never did.
But Charlotte always
or the force form. The
Charlotte be coming in, see right, Dre? Dre's back, yes.
For real, man. It's
Charlotte fucking up everything, jumping in the picture and shit.
Do y'all believe with the TKO thing that we're gonna witness a UFC fight in a wrestling promotion?
I hope not.
I saw that shit around.
It's not the same.
I thought I was thinking when they advertised that one time, I thought maybe they might have done that Mania.
They said that they was going to stay on their own little thing and do their own thing, which I hope
they
so.
should.
But remember that Raw a couple of weeks ago, we seen a UFC
that's what I was talking
guy in the arena.
Justin Portier.
Yeah, and he challenged Conor McGregor. We might go see shit like that, and the WWE stars appearing there, like we seen with Bianca, Montez Ford. That's probably
which prime. There's plenty of prime, man. Which one?
I never taste. I gotta try one. I never try one. I don't shit on drinks. I like drinks.
The red wine blue one's not bad. I will say.
I never had it.
The ice pop. I think the ice pop. I think that one's one of my favorite ones. The green one's terrible. I don't like green apple.
What does it taste like? Gatorade? I don't know.
It's kind of like Gatorade. It's like a coconut water,
Sobe water, and all that shit. Remember all that shit?
No, it's
vitamin.
Pretty
remember, 50 cents vitamin. That shit was nasty too.
God. Oh jeez, yeah,
that shit was gross.
It's not that bad. I will say that it's not that bad.
It tastes like Pedialyte, like fucking that kids medicine shit.
No, I just realized that Gatorade has their own like Gatorlight. I'm like, what in the world is this coming to?
They fucking
like,
destroyed
Gatorlight.
Gatorade,
is now a normal drink now.
Gatorade used to be so good, and now they just added sugar to it and made it just shitty. All right, guys, we just rambling on. Anybody got a dad rant? Any dads in the house? Anybody dad rant for the show? What you guys got? Dre, what well, Warren, you kind of gave us something about your son. Congrats on Maddie, bro.
Thank you.
Glad he's doing better. You're definitely happy to hear that.
Well, I'm in
Dre,
good
what you
mood
got,
today.
bro? I don't know. Dre busy over there.
He on
Yeah,
dad
B,
right now.
B, you got
You're
kids?
probably messing with something right now. Probably messing with a cat or something.
You got kids, bro?
Nah, I ain't got no kid.
No kids yet.
Nah, I ain't got no story this week. My little man just came here and knocked the pitcher down and closed the door.
I knew it.
So,
It was him.
and I'm
He gonna
trying,
be a
and I'm
heel,
trying to-
yo.
And I'm trying to grab a bite real fast. So of course he,
Yeah, I'm about to go
want
get
my
me some
chips
food,
too
so
and
I'm hungry.
everything.
My
Oh,
daughter
man.
almost deleted
I'm about to go
my
drive and get me
downloads
some
to my
food too. Fuck
Xbox
that,
game.
man.
Almost cried.
My kid's grown, so
Your kid's grown. Yeah, my baby, my baby boy just had his birthday, 13th birthday yesterday.
No, happy birthday, little man.
big
Yeah,
ups,
man.
congrats.
13th
What'd you
birthday,
do
he
for
made
him?
honor roll. He wanted some food. My son has this is what I ask. We always make him like their food they like or whatever, their favorite foods for their birthday, because we're gonna go out this Sunday for his party and everything. But this is what he said: Dad, I want some cornbread with gravy. Like, where the fuck do we live at?
That's that Atlanta.
I
That
was like,
Georgia has
yo,
gotten to him now, bro.
my son is
done it.
bruh. My son is
You've done
country,
it.
bro. I'm city as shit. Like, I want a burger, I want a slice of pizza. My son's like, I want some fucking
So what was it? He said gravy with cornbread?
cornbread and gravy. So I made some fried chicken, some cornbread, gravy, mac and cheese. I hooked that shit up.
Actually sounds good, but I don't
Yeah,
know. I'm not
it's
a
really
gravy
good. But I'm just
Yeah.
surprised that was what he asked for.
You're expecting like pizza, tacos, like the
Yeah.
the normal one. Nah, man, cornbread and gravy.
Holy shit. We in
We ain't
Alabama.
been in Georgia that long.
I ain't ready for that. But yeah, man. Yo, listen, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching us talk shit. Like we said, it's Mania time, man. This past Raw was phenomenal. Definitely stay tuned tonight. We do have STR coming back. We got the full crew. I hope you guys have saw the new merch that we got for Commission Talks, as well as Straight Through the Rules Wrestle Talk. It's fucking phenomenal, man. I'm loving the way it looks. We're all working on different projects. One thing in the room, please go follow everybody, and everybody go ahead and shout out where you calling from, starting with my man Brandon Janu.
Brandon Janu Show on all podcast platforms. YouTube channel, Brandon Janu Show. I got a new episode out right now, Wrestling Life. My top 10 WrestleManias of all time.
Yes.
I will argue anybody in this motherfucker that WrestleMania 19 is the best WrestleMania of all fucking time. I do not give a shit.
I gotta rewatch it. I can't call
WrestleMania
it.
19 is fucking fantastic.
Stone Cold versus The Rock.
Just because of this
That's all I know.
That's the only reason. That's the only reason.
Hollywood
he finally
Rock.
fucking won. He
Stone
finally
Cold's
won.
last match. That's Stone Cold's last match.
Yeah,
before he
one of his last matches. That is one of
Finally
the best.
won.
One of the best WrestleMania. Shawn Michaels and Chris Jericho first time fighting, man. That shit,
That's right. That was the opener, wasn't it?
Nah, it was like the fifth
was
match.
the third.
Shit,
It was the
man.
third
okay.
or fourth.
Team
It was the
Angle.
third or fourth match.
You had like
It was
Team
in
Angle,
Seattle.
Eddie Guerrero, Chavo, Rhino, and Chris Benoit. Like, man, that shit was
Ooh,
fucking
that's right. I remember that.
nasty,
too.
man. Like Matt Hardy and Rey Mysterio. Like, man, fuck.
Damn.
Yeah. Brock Lesnar and Kurt Angle closed the shit out, man.
Oh, that's right. That's the
Brock
what's
almost
the
killed
one?
himself.
The
That's
Brock
right.
almost yeah.
That was
that's literally what
19.
we call it. Like, the Brock almost killed himself one. Yeah,
Yeah, because remember in WrestleMania 20, Brock Lesnar first Goldberg and Stone Cold was the ref.
Yeah, that's on my
That's
list
crazy.
too. That's on my list too. But yeah, the episode is out
horror.
right now on all podcast platforms, YouTube channel. So yeah, go listen to it, go watch it. But yeah, that's me.
All day. Jules, you're the next guest, bro. Thank you so much for hanging out. I know you said you were staying out for a little while. I know you're gonna stay the whole episode. We must have entertained you a little bit. What's good, bro?
Yeah, no, it was fun listening to you guys' opinions. Thanks you guys for having me on.
For sure, man.
Always
You got
does.
anywhere we gonna see you soon or?
So I'll be making appearances now at WWN Proving Ground. On the Fridays, I can make it down there. Like I said, April 3rd coming up here, WrestleMania week. I'll be in New Jersey for Pro Wrestling R. Bring It On. Come check me out there. I've got a bunch of shows. Check me out on all my social medias where I have all the information for them and the flyers and everything like that. At Jules Bradley, hashtag Jules Bradley on everything, the X, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff.
Perfect. Yo, what part of Jersey?
Gloucester City. So right down the road from Philly, actually.
Oh, okay, closer to Philly. Yeah, I'm from Elizabeth, New Jersey. That's right by New York City and all that. All right, good shit, bro. Definitely glad to see you guys doing something. Warren, what you got, bro?
Hey man, like I said, man, I've been on my toes for the last 4 or 5 months now with my son. So now just be able to relax, refresh, everything has just been a blessing in hand. No Buzzing with Marlo episode this week. We're taking the daughter to Disney on Ice. Y'all say a prayer for me because I gotta hear all this Let It Go shit.
It's awesome,
Yeah.
though. I love that shit.
Yeah,
It's gotta be
my
good.
daughter is a huge Encanto fan, so yeah, that's the main
Them shits
reason
are
we're
always
going.
fun.
But yeah, but obviously, if you haven't, we just did Buzzing with Gaming for almost 4 hours today. My first time playing WWE 2K24. It was absolutely a blast, fun time. I made people believe that Cameron Grimes could beat Omos. Was pretty funny. Yeah. And of course, man, you catch me on all social media handles: Buzzing with Marlo, Facebook, Twitch, X. My bad, I keep saying Twitter. All the socials, and of course on my name, and of course on American Prodigy. Also, you'll catch Jules, me, April 20th at the Baker County Fairgrounds at DCCW Unbroken. So check out for those. But yes, man, always fun. Mission talks, baby.
Mission
Wednesdays.
talks, bro. Yeah, we loving this shit. Dre,
Finish the story. That's all.
Dre,
I'm
glad
saying.
you came in for this, bro.
Yeah, man. Stop ass a little late, man, but I'm in this jump, man.
Yeah,
It's always a blast.
He
Always
fooled us. He
in
fooled
here with
us.
little man.
he fooled us.
We about to go play and hang around for a little bit. New episode of the 11:30 podcast out. Definitely subscribe to everybody here. It was definitely awesome chatting with you guys, Jules and Brandon, man. So awesome.
For sure, for sure, for
Yeah,
sure.
thank you for having me on.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, guys. Listen, we back tonight. STR straight through the ropes. Listen, thank you guys so much for watching. Tune in next week. We will have, it's already that time, WrestleMania predictions show. We there. So join us soon, and we'll see you guys next week. We out. Peace out, y'all.
Peace.